Helpful steps to stop overthinking. While it's human nature to think things through when making a decision, it becomes overthinking when your judgments get cloudy and your stress gets elevated. Thinking too much about something can cause problems when you can't get it out of your head. It happens to all of us at some point in our lives, and overthinkings often involve more than words conjuring up disastrous images too. When you overthink and spend too much time in the negative, you may even increase your risk of certain mental health conditions. Dwelling on the same thoughts replace distressing events over and over again, causing worry or stress. We all experience events like this, and then it can become difficult to act. Here are some simple ideas to free and stop yourself from overthinking. Distract yourself into happiness. When you know the time of day rumination will begin, distract yourself with happy, positive, healthy alternatives. Sometimes it's helpful to remove that spare time with an activity that engages your full faculties. Plan for conscious distraction and make sure it fosters positive emotion and psychological well-being. Be picky about what you distract yourself with, things as meditation, dancing, exercise, learning an instrument, knitting, drawing, and painting. This can distance you from the issues enough to shut down the overanalysis, but doing this with negatively enhancing methods, such as unhealthy eating patterns, can lead to toxic long-term effects. Let go of the past. Overthinkers often ruminate about the past, expending energy on what-ifs and should-haves. Accept the past for what it was, and it can't be reversed. Relieve yourself from its weight and let go of the past. Don't let bad things that have been done to you control your emotions. Realize that the only thing you can change is the meaning you give to it. Forgive others and let go of your anger, as it's one of the most significant ways you can change the lessons, meanings, and perspectives of your story. Don't let your mistakes control your future decisions, and understand how not to overthink. Focus on problem solving. Problems and thoughts you list are the weeds that create stress and anxiety, and dwelling on your problems isn't helpful. But looking for solutions is. Focus on the things you can control. Set goals for yourself so that you can get there. Consider how you can prevent the problem, or challenge yourself as now's the time to brainstorm solutions. Think about the strategies you can use to cope with, and make a decision today to get back behind the wheel. Take 10 minutes to breathe. You've heard to take deep breaths in and out of it a million times, but that's because it works. Set aside 10 minutes each day and notice the thoughts that come and go in the background. Look at your thoughts as an outside observer, and if one of those thoughts gets stuck, stop moving down the stream. The next time you find yourself tossing and turning over your thoughts, return your focus to your breathing. Stay present. Bring your attention to where you are and live in the moment. Remove yourself from the being of your thoughts. Try to bring it back to this moment. Observe your thoughts and try to understand what they are and why you're feeling them. The goal is to become more aware, and being present isn't easy. Meditation and priming can stop negative emotions from flipping a switch. Identify your fears. Some things will always be out of your control, and living in the fear will tangle us in a well of indecision. Embrace your fears and learn how to accept this, and go a long way. This is easier said than done, where you can confront the situations you frequently worry about. Schedule time for reflection. Set a timer for 5 minutes and give yourself that time to think, worry, and analyze, as stewing on your problems for long periods isn't productive. Thinking about how you could do things differently, and give yourself a boundary. And 10 minutes with a pen and paper, writing down all the things that are worrying you, stressing you, and recognize potential pitfalls to your plan that could help you perform better in the future. When your time is up, throw the paper out and move on to something else. Put aside perfectionism. Being ambitious is great, but perfectionism can be one of the biggest blockers to swift, effective decision-making. The moment you start thinking, this needs to be perfect, can operate on a faulty all-or-nothing thinking. Always remind yourself that waiting for perfect is never as smart as making progress, and to stop waiting right now. Practice self-compassion. Once you've given an effort your best, accept it as such, and know that you're beating yourself up over something you did. Try refocusing on self-compassion. Success may depend in part on some things you can't control, and when you're overthinking, think that you are good enough. smart enough, hardworking enough, and dedicated enough. Above all, remember that overthinking can change the way you work with others and the way you do things. Your mental depth gives you a major competitive advantage as it can significantly affect your personal life, social life, and work life too. Most importantly, overthinking could rob us of the moment and deny us of the consistent certainties that we still have, and may also cause emotional distress. To overcome this, you can find pleasure, grace, and awareness in the simple things of life. You will need to make some changes in your perspective. Give every matter just a reasonable time to think about. And then, make a decision without changing your mind to shrug away any thoughts that make you feel astray. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.